Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner. This is episode number 282, and we're here to come on and wish everybody happy holidays. A very abbreviated episode, but we thought it was only appropriate to do that, and just to see everybody and touch base with everybody and wish everyone some cheer. So glad everybody's out there, and live in the studio, you have myself and Ross. We're both here.
This is our first album cover. Complete with the solar flare on the back. It's our new boy band.
Ross, can you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Can you hit that light switch that's right underneath the Eagle poster? Because we're getting
we are getting a flare.
We're getting a flare.
So this one.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
All right.
Eagle one looked like it was going to be hit by a comet.
There you go.
So anyway, we just wanted to say hi to everybody. I want to be positive, but first let me welcome the viewers out there. Martin, welcome. He's saying happy life, Christmas, etc. Thank you, Martin. Same to you. Martin's joining us from New York. And also William is out there saying happy holidays, everyone, and may the source be with you, to quote everybody's favorite space garbage man, Quark. Yes.
We did that. We did that show.
We did back in the day. I wonder if that might be part of the lost episodes at this point, though. But loved Quark. Great show. So thank you for that. Randy is out there joining us from, he's saying, wait, in the same place? Yes, Randy, we are in the same place, if you can believe that.
When worlds collide.
And we did that too.
We're here because of a horrible medical experiment gone wrong, scientific experiment. We're actually Siamese twins now.
Oh, God. Didn't they make a movie? What was that? Rosie Greer and Ray Milland?
There were two of them. It's an incredible two-headed transplant, a creature with two heads. Yeah, I'm surgically, affixed to Roy's shoulder.
Oh, shoot.
Make him commit evil.
Martin's saying, I thought the first album cover was the one in the park 4 years ago.
Yes, you're right. With the beard.
Good memory there.
With tie-dye shirts, yeah.
Don's out there. Hey, Don. Don's joining us from Delaware. Welcome. Brennan is out there. I believe he's joining us from, he says, I want to be positive. Massachusetts. Welcome.
Yeah. There you go.
And May's out there joining us from Canada. She says, hi, everybody. Wishing you all the best of the season. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, May.
Randy's saying, wait, the Quirk episode that I was on is lost. Yeah, it might be, Randy. I'm hoping not, but I could probably devote an entire episode to that at some point. So
you didn't, unless you downloaded it. If you have a copy, Randy, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And definitely. Hey, Bruce. Bruce is joining us from Canada. Welcome, Bruce. Great to see you out there. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. So it's wonderful to see the folks out there, and thanks for taking your time out to be with us. And yeah, it's been a crazy time. I mean, so many. Not even to get started, but on a personal level, Shari and I, and very sadly, we had to put Squeaker to sleep, and he's crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and he is missed incredibly. So he was the mascot of the show. And there he is, the little guy. He was just so freaking special. But unfortunately, he got sick with IBD, and we had him for 11 years. But he was truly a blessing, and just such a lovely cat, and member of our family. So, but anyway, wanted to dedicate this episode to him, to Squeaker. We miss you and we love you, Squeaker. But yeah, thanks for letting me share that, everybody. Because I get tongue tied here.
Yeah, well, it's hard,
Yeah,
as I think I wrote you, it's one of the most painful things as an adult.
Yeah,
that I've had to go through myself. So.
And thank you to everybody. That there's some folks that didn't know, but for the folks that did know, and you commented, thank you for that. It really meant a lot on my personal page. So thank you. Now back. I see Lou is joining us. Lou is joining us from Rhode Island. Welcome. He's saying, hey, dudes. And Randy's saying, we're dudes. Is here to look at your Space 1999 stuff. Oh, yeah. Ross is relishing in it. In fact, some cool eagles.
I see eagles.
Yeah. And there's the one right behind you, Lou built. That Lou had actually constructed that. That's Lou's 44-inch eagle that he made back in the day.
Your viewers are so envious. I'm so close to Lou's eagle. Yeah.
So it's a little.
Yeah, we met for Christmas dinner is what we did. We had a little Christmas dinner. We figured we'd go on together this time.
Yeah, just to come on and say hi to everybody. So again, we appreciate you being out there, and it's great seeing everybody that's out there as well too. Martin saying, I thought the first album. Oh, wait a minute. I already did that. I'm just jumping ahead here. Hold on. I see that Jack Daly is out there. Welcome, Jack. He's saying happiest of holidays and Merry Christmas. Hope everyone is having a safe holiday season. Thank you so much. And Randy saying bootleg Roy's tie-dye. Yeah, I recorded it as a cassette player. Hey, if you have it on cassette, it's gold. So it's silver. If you had the video, that would have been gold. But you know what? We'll take the silver too. So if you have it, Randy, that's awesome. But thanks for that. Thanks, Brennan. Really appreciate the condolences. Chris Trice is out there joining us from the UK. Chris, welcome. Great to see you out there. He's saying have a very happy and tranquil Christmas to one and all. Thank you, Chris, so much, and back to you as well too. And thank you, Bill. Regarding the loss of Squeaker, much appreciated. And I see Graham Joy is out there. Graham, welcome, saying season's greetings and condolences. Thank you so much. So yeah, and so much stuff going on in the world. So many talking about losses and things happening. It's been kind of tragic, and you know, just with the news breaking about Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner. I mean, that was earlier in the week. And then we've also lost, you know, from Sci-Fi, Gil Gerard passed away. And then also Anthony Geary, who was he was a soap opera actor. He was known for Tony Geary. Yeah, Anthony Geary from General Hospital. For the folks out there, remember Luke and Laura. He just recently passed. And then also Bob Burns, major collector in Sci-Fi. So it's like the list goes on, and it's just.
And we did. What was it? The Ghostbusters with him. The TV show, the Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Yeah, where he plays
Tracy.
The gorilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of our earlier episodes, which I actually still have.
Wow.
We still have it.
Is that an early episode?
It is. In fact,
wow.
Ryan was in that. He was it was one of the ones.
Did I still have the beard at that point?
I think so.
my own gorilla
costume? No. Wait a minute. You know what?
I already shaved. Yeah.
I think you had already shaved because.
Yeah. So it wasn't the first year.
Wait a minute. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm thinking. Yeah. It might have been because I think it was right after. Sometime right after. No. It was before. It was. You did have the beard. You know what? It was before. It was BF before. No, wait a minute. No, it was BB before the beard. Ross and I actually had some Christmas cheer. I had one drink. This shows you how much of a lightweight I am because I really, with everything that's happened, with the surgery earlier in the year. In fact, today, believe it or not, is 10 months today on the 19th that I actually had my double bypass. So I am feeling very gifted and very blessed in regards to that, able to actually be here with our viewers, be here in person with Ross. And, we were actually able to go out to dinner and actually have a Christmas drink. So that was, that was a good
Quite
thing.
a year.
Dennis Chevalier is joining us. Welcome, Dennis. He's joining us from Canada. Great to see you out there, Dennis. Bill is saying, hey, Bill, he's saying on the happy side of things, Dick Van Dyke had a wonderful birthday celebration here last weekend. Such a great man. Absolutely, Bill. Thank you for bringing that up. That is a huge positive, and he turned 100. God bless him. That is amazing. I mean, 100 years old. I have to say, I actually had the privilege of seeing him in person. Barbara Bain, I was very fortunate to be with fellow fans, fellow Space 1999 fans, fellow Mission Impossible fans, when she got her star, the Hollywood star. And that was back in April of 2016. And she had two guests that were friends with her. One of them was Dick Van Dyke, she was very close with. And then the other one was Ed Asner. They both were there at the star ceremony. And they, respectfully, gave some speeches. In fact, if you're a Dick Van Dyke fan of the show, The Dick Van Dyke Show, Barbara Bain actually played Dick Van Dyke's girlfriend prior to his Mary Tyler Moore being his wife on the show. I think played Laura Petrie, and they did an episode together. So that was really kind of cool. But did you know that, Ross?
I did not.
See,
there's some trivia that I did not.
Had I told you that I got to see him in person?
I don't know that you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I would have remembered that.
Yeah. Randy's saying, here's hoping Santa Schultz makes the rounds and brings some holiday magic with him.
Is Santa Schlitz?
Or Santa Schlitz.
Did he leave the L out?
No, that was me. That's me leaving the L out because of having my Christmas cheer. And Brennan is saying, yes, William Shatner will be celebrating his 95th birthday. That will be on March 22nd of 2026. So he is literally less than 3 months away to celebrating that. And I'd like to also say another friend of ours to the show, David Frankham, will be celebrating his 100th birthday next February as well, too. So I'm hoping we can have him on the show just for a few moments to wish him. Yes, Schlitz the beer.
Schlitz the beer.
There we go.
I recall.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, lots of stuff. Curious, has anybody in regards to movies, Ross? I don't know. I mean, we're more this, the 60s, 70s, 80s guys. We maybe a little bit into the 90s, but I don't know. Has anyone seen any good films that they would like to just mention briefly?
Hey, I saw Frankenstein. I saw Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was excellent.
Oh, excellent.
I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Yeah, and now it's on. You can watch it on Netflix. But I got to see it in the theater, so I was thrilled to. I didn't think I'd get to see it. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and Chris just commented. He said, JD, one of our Space 1999 fans in New Zealand, had a heart valve operation just a few weeks ago, and he's already back to his old self. That is wonderful news, Chris. Thank you for sharing that. And Chris is going on to say, I think it's okay to mention now that Brian Johnson was recently in the hospital, but now home and recovering well too. No, thank you for sharing that news about not only JD, but also Brian Johnson too, Chris. And yeah, it's very good to hear, very positive to hear that Brian is doing, he's home and he's back and, he's recovering. So thank you for sharing that with us and with everybody. It's much appreciated. And yeah, it's crazy because the time is just like ticking. We're all getting, older. And yeah, it's like when you think 70's not old, 80, nah, it's like 80 is the new 50, right? And 90, well, you're starting to push it. And then there's 100. But Martin said, how was the music in the new Frankenstein movie? Ross, was it good?
Well, it was Alexander Desplat, who does a lot of movies in all kinds of genres. He's a very busy composer, but it used an actual orchestra, and there were themes and craftsmanship. So yeah, I liked it. It was not usual droning, and they just the intense out of nowhere rhythms that cut off halfway through a note. They're electronically manipulated. And, yeah, so I thought Frankenstein was satisfying on a musical level. Sure.
Awesome.
I mean, for that version of it,
right?
I mean, my favorite Frankenstein score is Franz Waxman's "Bride of Frankenstein."
The Bride of Frankenstein.
But it's a very literary movie. I'm not saying it's the book, because he turns a lot of stuff on its head, but it's got themes and symbolism, and it's a good movie. It keeps you thinking, when you're watching it. So, and it's got heart.
Well, that's really important too.
Yeah, I was really impressed with what he did with it. I understand not everybody is, but I can't understand why they're not. But
right.
But I liked it very much, and I don't like anything.
Now, did you see Frankenstein? Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Robert De Niro play Frankenstein for like 22 minutes? There was like this whole thing that he was Frankenstein for like 22 minutes, and then they were going on about his salary and whatever. But it was
like a Kenneth Branagh version.
Yeah,
back in the
90s,
I think it was. Yeah,
it was
and that one's also closer to the book, but it goes off the rails at the end. It's just it's not as good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the new one is like that one, only good.
Okay. Ooh, Spock.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And not like that too. But I mean, they hang on to the framing device that's in the Arctic, and I don't know. He does his own stuff with it, though. It's not necessarily the Shelley book, but it's
gotcha.
It's worth seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the theater. I know you're not going to see it in the theater now, but it's when you're not getting up. Oh, I think we'll get an ice cream. Pause. Or I got to use the restroom. Pause.
Yeah, there's something about the silver screen. We do not get to the movies as much as we used to, and it's definitely a miss. I remember back in the day, growing up, and a bunch of us would go to the movies, and it was a thing to do, like on as teenagers on a Friday or a Saturday night. I mean, at this point in time, what is this? This is 25. God help me, which is kind of crazy. But Flash Gordon, I remember seeing Flash Gordon literally like 3 weekends in a row, and I think that was released in '80. So that's 45 years ago already. And that was such a fun movie. I mean, it really was.
We were just talking over dinner. I said, how can Elf be a 22-year-old movie? And yet it is.
And yet it is.
Time just
doesn't stop. Randy said, Song Sung Blue is a
Oh.
movie coming out soon about a performance-oriented couple that I knew here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, wasn't he a Neil Diamond a tribute artist or something?
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Randy said
Hugh
also
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. Great
Yeah,
combination.
they're in it, yeah.
Hey, Jerry. Thanks for joining
Hey.
us, Jerry. Happy holidays to you. And Brendan said this year was a really bad year for movies, TV, and my good and IMGO. But I did like the second season of Andor earlier this year. I've heard a lot of wonderful things about Andor. I actually watched 2 episodes. My son Ryan, we started to watch this a while ago, and it's yeah, it looks really, really good. And I have to get back to it. It's just there's so many things on the plate right now, and that definitely is one of them. And let me see here. Jerry's saying I enjoyed Frankenstein as well. And hey, Warren's out there. Hey, Warren. Yeah, Warren's a huge Andor fan too. We've talked about that. Thanks for joining, Warren. Good to see you out there. And Bill saying, Ross, yes, that Waxman score is genius.
It is. Thanks, Bill. Yeah.
Awesome.
I wish I had written it, but I didn't.
And Randy said, yes, Neil Diamond Experience band.
Okay.
And Jerry said, Roger Corman did a movie back in the day called Frankenstein Unbound, which I really liked.
Yeah, I think it might have been the last movie he ever directed, Corman, even though he kept producing things. I remember he came out of, I don't know if it was retirement, but it was the first movie he had directed in something like 30 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think John Hurt was in it. A bunch of people were in it.
John Hurt, yeah. Oh, and Chris said, if you want to feel old, have a discussion with a young art department member about queuing up to see Star Wars in 1977 and then looking at you blankly declaring they weren't even born. Ow.
Yeah.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that is painful, Chris. And that, yeah. Oh, and you know what? And to your point, Chris, I've been seeing when they're showing photos of like Man's Chinese Theater, and then they'll say, were your grandparents at, attending Star Wars at the time? And I'm like, grandparents? What are you talking about? It's like
the kids controlled the internet now.
That's like, what?
But it's funny. Well, think about it. That's 50 years ago now, or will be soon.
Will
it's
be.
48.
Yeah.
So in 77, if we went back 48 years, we'd be talking about silent movies.
I know. I mean,
go back to the 20s.
To me, yeah, exactly. The talking about 50 years ago, that's the 1920s where we're talking about.
Talking about the jazz singer. We'd be blazing over.
How the heck is 1977? I mean, it's bad enough 75.
And not the Neil Diamond jazz singer, the Al Jolson jazz singer.
Not to be confused.
Yeah, to be confused.
You can't make it up. It's painful. It really, really is. Let me see here. Brennan said Frankenstein Unbound was a movie based on a novel by Brian Aldiss. Yeah. Yes, John Hurt was in it. I forgot who played the monster though. Good flick. And Chris is saying Jaws 50 years ago. I'll say that again. 50 years ago. Yeah, you're right, Chris. I know. We covered Jaws on the show a while back. I think it may have been during and I think that might be one of the lost episodes too. I think it was at the 45th anniversary. So it was probably about 5 years ago. Graham is saying, we'll be going to see Die Hard again on the big screen Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's right. Die Hard, the Christmas movie. The last big event movies I looked forward to at this time of the year was the Lord of the Rings movies all those decades ago. That's crazy. Peter Jackson.
Is that a post just to trigger me?
I don't think so.
Die Hard and Lord of the Rings in the same post?
No, Ross is in the room. Groman's Chinese Theater, Roy. Yeah, that's what I meant. Again, it's my Christmas joy. Dennis is talk about lighting flames. Dennis is saying still have to do Orca. I mean, I don't think Leslie's out there tonight.
I'm just gonna lose it.
Randy said, wait, if you're in the same room, how will you get an awkward Ross moment when Roy disappears?
It's coming.
Like that, Randy? Oh boy, it's coming.
Hi, everybody.
Martin said, I remember when I got frightened by the train and the general coming straight out of the screen. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Buster
Yeah.
Keaton.
The Buster Keaton one. Yeah. There you go. And then Warren saying, who remembers close the blast doors in one of the audio mixes? Yes, Warren. Exactly.
What did they do? They remove it?
They removed it.
What?
Well, because what happens is didn't they get it backwards? They had closed the blast doors when it was supposed to be open, or closed the blast doors wasn't there.
No.
What was it, Warren? I'm getting
They
they say open the blast doors, but I think
right. Well, after it closes, so you open the blast door.
they say open the blast doors, but I don't think close was originally there. I think,
they may not have even said it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only seen it 1,000 times before Lucas changed it.
I know. And yes, that was the other thing before I read Brennan's comment. I've been saying for the last several years that what's going to happen is they're going to do a limited Blu-ray release of Star Wars, the original, uncut, unaltered, and it will come out during the 50th anniversary. I mean, that was my gut. I mean, I kept saying with 1999, I was hoping that, those deleted scenes that we all love would surface in the vaults of ITV. But back to Star Wars, I kept saying that. And now I've been seeing, in fact, I think I shared the link with you, Ross, where they're going to be showing it in the movie theater.
Right.
And supposedly this was, didn't exist.
Do we know what's the original cut, though? Because I followed the link and I couldn't tell. Because I heard about it a couple of months ago, but I'm skeptical. I want to think it's going to be.
Think about it. If they do this limited release, do you know how much money Disney will make $1 billion from it? And rightfully so, because who would not want to have a copy of that?
Well, Disney would have made $1 billion off the last Indiana Jones soundtrack that they didn't wind up release. Idiots. I know.
The suits are coming.
I finally got a hold of my copy, but I had to spend $50 for it, and that was cheap.
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, we digress. Not us.
I'm not a great fan of the Mouse House.
Brennan said that the extended version of Fellowship of the Ring will be showing in the theater soon, which is good. And then Warren said, but it will only be called Star Wars. Yes, as it. Not A New Hope, episode 4.
Yeah.
All that. Bill said, can't stay for long, but Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Merry Christmas. Great seeing you. Thanks for popping on. And Chris said, people want the original cut. I saw it 14 times. I know the original cut. Exactly, Chris. Yeah. We want to see that original cut. No qualms about it. Bill saying they're going to re-release the original version of Star Wars in 2027. Okay.
Is that definite? Is that confirmed? Is that yeah? We want sources.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, it's not just rumor. Because even the Disney site didn't specify when they were linked to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe I didn't go to the part of the site that said that.
Yeah, we're hoping.
We're hoping.
Randy said an Imperial officer shouts, "Close the blast doors." A moment later, another voice urgently follows with, "Open the blast doors! Open the blast doors!" Right. Yeah, exactly.
So why did they?
I don't know.
Change it, or did they?
Or
I guess I've not kept up with all the.
Yeah, all the incarnations. The Open the Blast Doors version is a common pop culture misremembering or joke that evolved later. Oh, there you go. There's your answer.
I thought it was in there.
It might have been.
It's the Mandela effect.
Is that what it? Yeah.
We all remember it incorrectly, maybe.
Yeah, that could be.
Don't know.
Lou saying, "Happy holidays to you both. My battery is about to run out. Cheers."
Lou.
Lou. Same to you, Lou.
All the best for 2026, Lou.
Absolutely, Lou. Yeah. Going up. It's going up. So anyway, yeah. So we're going to kind of cut it short here. I want to thank everybody for coming on. It's really appreciated. It's great seeing so many folks out there. And if you don't watch, for the folks that aren't watching live, but catch us on the rewind. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a crazy year. Just there's so much that's gone on. I'm not going to recap everything, but in regards to the lost episodes, what I will say is, unfortunately, Facebook has implemented some new protocols, and they are, if you ever record live videos, they only keep them on there for 30 days now. So inadvertently, I did lose a lot of material, and I didn't realize it. And unfortunately, some of my backups did not back up as they should have with some of the software that I had on my computer. So there's a lot of frustration. And in fact, Chris, we're just talking about Brian Johnson. The last episode of the show I have like from 1 to 25, and Brian was on July 12th of 2020. And I don't have access to that episode. In fact, I've been in contact with Meta trying to see if I can get those episodes, even if it isn't all of them, but episodes like that with Brian. And I had Ralph Sinensky was on, the Star Trek director. Ross and I interviewed Gerald Fried, the composer from the original Star Trek. So anyway, we're hoping to see what we can do. But my question is, if anybody out there actually maybe downloaded any of our episodes and you have access, just please let me know. But I'm still working on some stuff and working behind the scenes with some of the computer files that I have. So maybe they weren't corrupted, or maybe I can retrieve some of this stuff. I actually was able to get 57 episodes back that I didn't think I had access to. So I've got about 65 more to go. So anyway, but I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much, Warren. Thank you, Martin. Much appreciated. And Randy's saying new movie Raiders of the Lost Roy episodes. Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe it'll be like we'll bring them back like the Honeymooners episodes. You remember when they did that?
Yeah, that's right. The lost episodes of the Honeymooners. Yeah, so we'll see.
To the moon, Roy.
Yeah, to the moon. Thanks. Oh, Stephen, great to see you out there, Stephen. Happy holidays to you. Thanks for joining us and coming on. Great to see you out there. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody.
There's Leslie.
Oh, Leslie's out there.
You already missed our Orca reference.
Martin said Roy's videos are being looked after by top men.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well said. What top men? Dennis Chevalier. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, live long and prosper, everybody, too, and all the best for 2026, everybody. Just to let you know, I'm not gonna do the full fledged whatchamacallits, but yeah, I may be back next Friday, so stay tuned. We'll see. So we're not going to go through all the Ross, all the shout outs.
Yeah.
But Mike and Mary Beth, who do Sci-Fi Distilled, just to give a quick shout out to them. They are not going to be on this Wednesday. They're taking off for Christmas Eve. So just check them out. See what they're doing on the 31st. They will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see what's going on with Mike and Mary Beth. And I will be posting to let everybody know what we've got coming down the pike. But again, we just wanted to come on just briefly. So again, last words, Ross? Santa?
Yeah, well, I hope your holidays are good ones. I don't know. Let me ask you. Well, this is going to extend it though. What was your favorite Christmas? Do you have a favorite Christmas? Is there an era of your life that you loved Christmas the most?
Oh boy!
Or is this going to get you in trouble if you answer?
No, it won't get me in trouble. Are you talking as a child or just in general?
I mean, because I was thinking about it. These people want to go, but I'm asking. No,
well, they're out there. They're hanging, so they're not leaving yet.
Drinking the eggnog.
That's a really good. All right, here. This will be. I know the Space 1999 fans will appreciate this. So, what I can say is, in regards to Christmas gifts, the one gift. I mean, as a kid growing up, my parents, when we thought we believed in Santa Claus and everything like that, there were 2 gifts that really stood out in my mind, and this is where the Sci-Fi connection comes in. So I believe it was either 74 or 75, I remember getting the Enterprise playset that opened up, and I was super excited about that. Santa Claus brought that to me. So I thought that was really, really great. And actually, yeah, it was 74 or 75. But as far as the ultimate gift, and this is after knowing about Santa Claus, was getting the Mattel Eagle for Christmas, and that was Christmas of '76. So that was really amazing, and I remember being so excited when I woke up and looked down at the bottom of my bed, And there it was, all wrapped, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was just like so excited and so stoked about it. So
you were like 10.
I was literally 10 years old.
old.
That was like the most probably the most amazing gift as far as like as a kid.
Sure.
So that's my answer to that question. What about you, Ross?
Well, I would say I'm going through a lot of old posts that I wrote because I'm transferring stuff over to a blog, and I just happened to come across a post about Christmas that I wrote last year and about old Christmases and how, the new ones, you don't have that same excitement about Christmas as you did when you were younger. And just as for instance, I don't know that it was my favorite, but I thought back to the Christmas of when I was 12 in 1978, and Superman the movie had just been out.
Yeah.
Kenner finally got his act together, and the Star Wars toys were starting to flood the market. Yep. My parents got me the box set of the paperbacks of Lord of the Rings and that gold foil box, and I was like crazy for that. And it was just, and everybody was still young and healthy, and they were all still in my life, and
different time.
It was a different time, Christmas is, there's as life goes on, there's plenty of bittersweet memories associated with the holidays. But when I think back to when I was 12, it was a pretty good Christmas.
It really was. It was pretty awesome.
And it's not to say I haven't had good Christmases since or before even, but it was just one I just pulled out of the Santa hat.
Sherry's out there. Hey, hon. She's saying, "Hi, guys. I just came on because I wasn't seeing you on YouTube." I'm sorry. Yeah, I said we were broadcasting on YouTube. Bill, hey, Bill. He said, "Getting a small TV for Christmas and my parents letting me use it to watch Star Trek during dinner. Very cool." And let me see. Warren said, "I was bad in 1977, so I got 3 lumps of coal." Martin said, from Kenner. In England, we didn't have that version of the Eagle. Chris Trice said, "Christmas 1970. Dad bought me the new Airfix 1/24 scale Spitfire kit. I almost wet myself." Oh, that sounds really cool in regards to that kit. Wow, nice. Dennis Chevalier said, "Mattel Eagle was awesome." And he said, Martin said, "I received the Space 1999 board game." Yep, I remember that, Martin. And Warren said, "I got both Dinky Eagles, my favorite Christmas." Bill said, "Live long and prosper for Christmas." And just on, Boxing Day night. Yeah, we'll be doing the show. So I'm going backwards now. And let me see here. Randy said, "That Eagle, best Christmas ever." Yeah, 1976. And Dennis Chevalier said, "Major Mott Mason figures were great. I still have one. Very cool." And Martin said the same. So cool. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for sharing those. And thanks, Ross. That was kind of cool to mention. That's, it's, it's all the nostalgia. And that's what this show is about. I mean, it really is about nostalgia. So it's, there's been a lot of stuff going on, but it's good to try to, stay positive with different things while we can. And and try to, be positive with different stuff. Steve is saying, "Mattel Eagle, yes, had to mail order, and every day I waited for that delivery truck for Christmas." Oh, very cool, Steve.
Boy, it was such a long period from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Really, I don't know if you remember the Sears wish book.
Just like the J.C. Penney one, yeah.
And then you go in there, and then you like, "Oh my God, is Santa going to bring any of this stuff?" Oh, Christmas is so far away.
Counting the days. Chris said, Matt Mason appears in the series twice. Oh, wow. And Graham said, "My teenage years back in the 80s were my fondest of this time of year." Yeah.
Those Christmases were good too. When you had that kind of bond with your friends in your teen years. Yeah.
Steve, yep. He said, yes, J.C. Penney. Yeah, the J.C. Penney catalog. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. It's and then I know we'll wind down. I really think a lot of the kids today miss. I mean, every generation, I'm sure, says it about the generation, and ahead of it. But I really think that they're missing out on a lot of stuff. I mean, we were really fortunate with a lot of the cool things that we got to look forward to, and it the whole process was different. I mean, now you just go on the internet and you can just basically just order away. I mean, there was something to having to wait and anticipate, like Ross was just saying, and counting the days, and it's technology has really made a lot of changes. Definitely a lot of good, but there's some things that unfortunately we've kind of lost too as a result of it.
Right. Things aren't as special anymore sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
You don't have the thrill of the chase. You don't have the thrill of the anticipation. I think about that because I'm a classical music guy, and I remember the first time I heard a piece of music and how excited I would get every time that piece of music would turn up. And now it's like I still like it, but it's different now.
Yeah.
It's like it's a different part of me.
Yeah.
That's listening to it. It's not that excitement, the flush of hearing it as a young person. So.
Yeah, it's amazing how it makes a difference. Dennis said, I think we had the golden era of Christmas toys. I would agree.
I think so. In a lot of respects, we had a golden era for everything. I mean, it's Saturday morning television.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say.
We still had the last, I hold that thought. I'm going to come back to it. But we still had the department stores, that were hanging on from the golden age of department stores. A lot of our experiences were still rooted in things that were decades before we were born.
Oh, absolutely. From the 50s.
All kind of dried up in our lifetime.
Yeah. No, I was going to say about the Saturday morning cartoons. That was something we used to look forward to. And it's like, I remember as a kid having a nightmare that I slept through the Saturday morning cartoons. And I always remember that's like, oh, no!
How many Charles Nelson Riley big banana commercials am I going to miss?
Oh God, it's so true. Martin said, going through the TV times and radio times, Christmas TV guide, putting rings around what we wanted to watch. Yes. Yeah. You remember they used to do because it was for the fall preview. There was a special TV guide that would come out in the month of September, and it was the fall preview. And then they would actually do a show on Friday night of like a previewing what those Saturday morning shows were going to be. And it was something that we looked forward to. Hey, Gary. Gary's out there. Gary Boyer. Welcome, Gary. Great to see you out there. He said, hey, I just got here. Can you repeat everything I missed?
Previously on Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner.
Happy holidays, Gary. Thanks for the well wishes too. Randy said there was a thing at church where they lit one candle every week as we got closer to Christmas. All 6. It was tough. Yeah. Advent calendars. Yep. And Graham said, I still watch the classic Flash Gordon series always at Christmas.
You're talking about the Buster Crab serials? Yeah. They were still showing those on TV when we were kids too.
Yeah.
We're up and through our high school years, we'd watch them. Yeah. Before the cable explosion that fragmented everything, and now nobody knows anything.
Jerry said I would be devastated. I would have been devastated if I missed the Super Friends. Yeah. Oh my God. The Hall of Justice and the Hall of Doom. Who remembers that? Anyway. Yeah. So again, we will be back. And I will be posting about what we'll be doing. One thing Ross and I had talked about is we're going to probably do a tribute to Gil Gerard, just so you folks know, in regards to that. I was a huge Buck Rogers fan back in the day, more of the first series, not so much the second. In fact, the show was like pulled, I think, after like maybe the 13th episode in the second series. As many folks know, they revamped it, but we'll talk more about that later. But and it's not only going to be about Buck Rogers. I want to talk about, Gil's career and everything. And I remember seeing him in being interviews, back like in the late 70s, early 80s. And if memory serves correct, I think he was actually a chemist. And then he got involved in acting and then kind of went from there. So, but anyway, just want to catch up on everybody's comments and then we'll wind down. Bill said, Me TV does the Saturday morning cartoons now. Genius. Oh, that's good to know. And Dennis said, Sears Christmas wish book.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But everyone, thank you so much. If we don't connect before Christmas, again, we probably won't. So want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. And I know Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah to those who are celebrating. And happy holidays to if you're celebrating anything else, besides Christmas and Hanukkah. I want to include everybody for whatever. And Ross?
And all the best for the new year. That's what it's all about. It's the shortest day, and we're going to pass that shortest day, and then the light returns, and before you know it, it's blazing hellish summer again.
Yeah. And I love, as Ross knows, I love the summertime.
It goes so quickly. I don't care. People say, "Oh, it's so cold out." It's going to be April before you know it. So shut up.
Tell us how you really feel, Ross. Art said, "Happy holiday." Oh, hey, Art. Thanks for joining. He said, "Happy holidays to all." Chris is saying, "I'd like to thank Aaron Gray for getting me through those difficult teenage years." Yeah, spandex was good. Shari saying, Merry Christmas, hon.
Merry Christmas.
And Graham is saying, Buck, a genuine favorite of mine. Martin, just want to make sure I get everybody. I'm looking forward to the New Year's concert from Vienna. Oh, very nice. And positive Ross from Bill. And Sherry said, doesn't get warm till middle of June. Sherry's telling you, Ross.
Depends on the day.
Don says, I'd like to thank Matilda May for some reasons. Matilda May? You mean the movie that Patrick Stewart was in?
Yeah, right. She was in that movie with Patrick Stewart.
That joke lives on. I think that may be in one of the lost episodes too. Life Force. Oh boy. All right, everyone, live long and prosper. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah and everything. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.